Good morning, South Aiken family. Once again, this is Mr. Fuller here, welcoming you back. We reinstituted win time yesterday, that was a big deal. And some other things that are going on. We December starts tomorrow. Okay, December starts tomorrow. So there's a lot of things about to happen as we go in before the winter. Took the time to make sure we communicated with you all about some things that are going on and make sure you're all aware. All right. So with win time being reinstated, everybody needs to be taking this opportunity right here, right now, on a day in, day out basis to retake assessments, get homework turned in, do all the little things to improve your academic standing. Okay, to improve your academic standing. You should not, once again, have any zeros on your grades. No zeros. Turn the work in. Dig in your book bag, pull out it all out, straighten the paper out. Okay, straighten it out. Okay, make sure it's back to its regular length, not balled up anymore. Get your name put on it and turn it in. All right, I can't stress that enough. Most of our failing grades are due to zeros for not turning assignments in. Turn the assignments in. I cannot beg and implore you enough to do that little thing of turning the assignment in. Okay, now in regards to your tests, South Aiken has a redo retake policy. You have the ability to redo and or retake any test in any class. Once again, and it's in our student handbook, you have the ability to redo or retake any test in any class. When you go back and see that teacher during win time to make sure you are ready to retake that test. We are about you mastering and learning the content. Okay? We are here to make sure that and help you learn. So make sure you are utilizing that time, utilizing the opportunity during the win time to go back, retake an assessment, improve your academic standings so you can have a passing grade. Once again, we are no longer on a 7-period school day, meaning classes go to the end of the year. The first semester for the classes that you're in will end on December 19th. December 19th is the last day of the first semester, meaning your class will end on that date. So please make sure you're utilizing these next 3 weeks, and it's really 3 weeks, okay? If you look at it, December starts tomorrow. The last day of the first semester is December 19th. That is 19 days, not including weekends. We have 3 weeks before this school year ends for the first semester. Then next semester, you're going to have brand new classes. All right. So please make sure you utilize a win time for that because we have a retake policy to improve your academic standing. You have no excuse not to be passing your classes. No excuse. You may say, well, the teacher doesn't like me. Do the work. Okay. You may say, well, I don't like how they teach. Do the work. Okay. Those are not viable excuses. You are going to run into situations and circumstances when you get out of high school, when you get into real life, where you're going to have a boss that you don't agree with. You're going to have a work policy you don't agree with. And you said because you don't agree with it, some of you may say, well, I just won't do it. Well, you won't make money. You won't have a job. You won't have a career. You won't have a lifestyle. Okay. You're going to have to sometimes choose to do things that you don't want to do in order to get to do what you want to do. I've told you all this before. I do not like getting up early in the mornings. Okay. I try to get here by 7:45 every day. And I'm telling you all, it is a struggle. I can show you right now, and I'm going to show you. Okay. Look at that. That's my alarm. I set an alarm for every 5 minutes to try and make sure I get here in the morning. Look at that. Those are my alarms. I set an alarm to try and make sure I get here on time. Some of you have that problem too, but I still get here. Okay, I don't like getting up early in the morning. If the school day started at 9:30, I'd be a much better person, but it doesn't. So I have to do those things to make sure I have a job, make sure I receive a paycheck. My dogs like treats. I got to make sure I buy them treats. So I'm doing things that I don't like to do in order to do the things I want to do. I like to go out to eat. My anniversary is coming up. Christmas is coming up. I like buying Christmas gifts. I want to be able to do those things. So you all start those habits right now of doing the things that you don't want to do. You may not want to turn that assignment in. You may not want to go away from wind time to work with a teacher. You may not want to do those things, but we don't always get the opportunities to do the things that we don't like and still do what we like. Make the sacrifice, do the little things now to get the reward you want later. That's just life. So let's make sure we're working on that. All right. Now, also, remember, ELCs are starting next week. Your teacher should have informed you of what your ELC calendar is. ELCs, for those students who are taking Algebra 1, Biology, English 2, or U.S. History, remember that ELC is 20% of your overall grade in the class. 20%. 20%. All right. And I'll see if I can find it, but there 20% is a major piece. Okay, 1 out of 5 points is going to be that ELC. So you got to make sure you're taking time to make sure you're studying for that, preparing for that, and doing your best to do that well. All right. Just a reminder also about final exams. Final exams will be given on the 18th and 19th. The 18th, we're giving 3rd and 4th exams. The 19th, we're giving 1st and 2nd block exams. Once again, the 18th, that Monday, we're giving 3rd and 4th block exams. After lunch, you will have your exams, 3rd and 4th block, on Monday, December 18th. On Tuesday, December 19th, you will have your 1st and 2nd block exams. Okay? There are no early exams given. Once again, no early exams are given. If you are not here, and I know some people have scheduled vacations and schedule all kinds of things, I know those things. But if you're not here, a 0 will be put in. Not as punishment, not of anything of that nature. A 0 must be put in because if a 0 is not put in, that overinflates your grade without taking the exam. And when we store a report card, that grade can't go down. Okay, so that 0 will be put in, not as punishment, okay, but to make sure you know that you need to take that exam still. And in order for that exam grade to show up on your report card, you must be here on January 3rd to take that exam if you miss. Okay, if you are not here on January 3rd, if you missed that exam on the 18th or the 19th, then that 0 will show up on your report card. All right, and again, then we have to work on a whole nother process to get everything taken care of. But that 0 will show up on your report card. Okay. So please make sure you're paying attention to that and make sure you're adhering to that. If you are still struggling, if you still need support, if you need academic recovery assistance, okay, not academic recovery, if you need academic assistance, academic tutoring, or attendance recovery, that's what I'm trying to say, attendance recovery, we still have tutoring and after school attendance recovery on Tuesdays and Thursdays in the Media Center. And we also have Saturday tutoring and attendance recovery on Saturday mornings from, I believe it's 8 to 2, okay? From 8 to 2. All right, so if you need assistance and you need attendance recovery after school, Tuesdays and Thursdays, Saturdays from 8 to 2, okay? So please make sure you're taking advantage of that. We have the resources and options available to help you be academically successful. Please make sure you're taking care of that. All right. And also, lastly, like I said, wind time was reinstated on Wednesday. We're going to continue with it as long as you all continue to do the right things. All right. Folks, being quality self-regulators, taking care of yourself, taking care of your surrounding, are qualities of being a good citizen within our society. And I know you all keep saying, why does he keep saying throw the trash away? All right. It's going to be very, very hard for you as a person to experience major success when you don't do the little things correctly. Okay. The little things done over and over and over and over lead to big results. But you have to start with doing those little things day in and day out. And the more you build those habits, the more you build those routines of doing those little things, the less you have to think about it, the more it becomes automatic. And then you can move on to something else that is bigger. All right. But if you struggle with doing those little things, you will have a much harder time moving on to the big things because you will lack the discipline to be successful in that. So start with something small. Start with something small. And something small is turning in homework. Okay. Something small is throwing your trash away. Last year, we talked about goal setting. We talked about simple things. Where do you want to be? Where do you want to end up? Okay. None of you want to have the same number on your badge this year that you next year than you have this year. None of you want to that in the ninth grade want to have a 9 on your badge again next year. None of you that are in 10th grade want to have a 10 on your badge again next year. You want to see that number improve. So make sure you're doing those little things. Make sure you are cooperating. Make sure you're providing yourself the best opportunity to be successful. Now, one thing we have seen, and it coincided with removal of wind time and everything of that nature, is we've seen a very large uptick in some unwanted behaviors. Vaping, okay, poor internet usage, poor laptop usage. We've seen an uptick in those things very recently, all right? And we are catching those things and handling them appropriately. Do not derail your high school career by doing stupid things, okay? Do not derail it. That's instant gratification for something that you know is wrong could cause you much more damage in the end. Make that sacrifice, do the little things correctly so you can do the things that you want to do later. Okay, this is 4 years when we talk about high school. 4 years. Do the things correctly to make sure you're successful. Now, I've talked to you all enough. Okay, but understand this: we are here to help. We are here to support. We are here for your benefit, your well-being. A school does not exist without students. A school without students is basically nothing. That is our purpose here. Our purpose here is to make sure that you all are successful. Breakfast, lunch, teachers, custodians, coaches. It is all geared around and built around your success. So if you need help, ask for it. Some of you had me come up to you before and pull up your grades and look at them. That's not to pick on you or anything of that nature. That's to make sure that you're being held accountable because I want to see you successful. Take care of these 4 years so the next 40 years can be great. Okay, take care of these next 4 years so the next 40 years can be great. If you're a senior, take care of the rest of this year so the next 40 years can be great. Do not let this opportunity pass you by to have success now so you can have success later. All right. Hope you all have a great day. Okay, December starts tomorrow, 3 weeks before we get to Christmas break. EOCs, exams, all the things that are coming up. And let's make sure we finish this semester strong. Let's make sure we finish out 2023 on a high note. Okay? Every thoroughbred, every day, all means all. Have a great day, Sal. Thank you.